Hello and welcome to episode 6 of PRFC Fan Show, a fan show by fans for fans. I'm Kevin, and as you can see, my buddy Rick isn't here with us this week. He's in Salt Lake City working, and he's spending time with family this weekend. So I'm very excited because my son Colin is here to co-host the show with me. Colin, welcome to the show.
I don't like soccer.
You know what? Leave. Go. Leave. Leave, Colin. Leave now. This is a soccer show. You know what this means? You don't like soccer? No foosball for you. You are such a disappointment. You know what? Make your own dinner. Does anybody else ever just want to sell their children off? Anyways, we have a great episode today. Rick's not here, but he was busy this week in Real Monarch territory, and that means he was throwing up magnets all over the place.
Boom goes the dynamite! Boom goes the dynamite! Boom goes the dynamite! Boom goes the dynamite!
Nice job, Rick, as always. He did an interview with the Gunslinger hot sauce guy at the Energy FC game, so we're going to see that, followed up by my interview with Amadou Dia. Now, that interview went pretty long, and so I'm going to do you a favor. Get it? Yeah? Amadou ya a favor? Nobody? Okay, tough audience. Anyways, I cut the video into 2 parts. We're going to show part 1 today, and then part 2 will be posted in a couple of days. So let's go to the Gunslinger video, and then we'll follow it up.
We must have just scored. Hey, fantastic. Well, I'm here in front of the Arizona Gunslinger pepper sauce. Can you introduce yourself?
My name's Butch Lowe.
All right, Butch. Hey, so what you got here? You got hot stuff going on here?
We got our habanero
Yeah.
with the Phoenix Rising logo.
Nice. Phoenix Rising logo.
Then we got Chipotle.
All right.
Then we have a green jalapeno sauce
Okay.
with the logo again. And then we have a red
Rising
pepper
FC
sauce.
goal scored by number 9.
All right. Which one do you think is the hottest?
Well, the habanero, of course.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Did it put some hair on your chest?
On your back, your chest, your buns, anything.
Well, let me try some of that.
Sure, no problem. Let me put it
All right. We're going to try the hottest sauce on here.
Assist on the goal to number 8, Colin
Very
Fernandez.
flavorful, though. And got the pepper sauce.
And here we go.
All right, see how you enjoy
Dun,
it.
dun, dun.
Yummy, yummy, right?
Oh, it is good.
Arizona Gunslinger habanero.
Awesome.
I've been a big fan of Gunslinger hot sauce for several years now. I put it on eggs, I put it on burritos, I put it on all sorts of stuff, actually. If you haven't tried it, I recommend that you give it a shot. I think it's pretty good. See, there's another one. Gunslinger hot sauce, give it a shot. I'm on fire. Anyways, let's go on now to the interview with Amadou. Hello, today we've got a great interview here with Amadou Dia.
That's perfect.
And it's okay.
That's perfect. That's really good.
I got it right?
Yeah.
We were just talking about the fact that you talked to 10 people, they've got 10 different names. So tell us a little bit about that and how that came about.
So it's funny because a lot of people call me something different. And so some people call me D, but my actual nickname is T because when I first came to the U.S., well, my first name is Amadou Tidian. It's hyphenated. And when I first came to the U.S., I went by Tidian. And my first coach was like, Tidian is too complicated to call you on the field, so we're just going to call you T. And T just stuck all the way through and all the way through. And as I met people, people don't know that I have a second first name. They don't know it's Tidian, so they just assume when people call me T, they assume it's D, as in Dia, for my last name. So sometimes I hear D, I hear T, I hear Amadou, I hear Tidian, I hear Daniel, which is my middle name. So I gotta make sure I pay attention.
Yeah. Well, some people are like Amadou, you know, and Amanda and Anaconda, and I don't know.
You should have seen some of the teachers I've had try to pronounce my name. They would go down the list and just be like, get it, and then they'll get to my name, and they'll just stop and just freeze. And I'll be like, yeah, that's me. You can just skip me. I'm here. Don't worry about it.
That's so funny. Now, when you're on the field and people want to call you by name on the field, what do they call you?
No, they just call me T.
T?
Yeah, it's
okay.
simple, yeah.
Easy
Except
to go.
for Patrice. Patrice calls me Amadou because it's easier. He's got the French, so.
Yeah, he's got that all going on. When you're on the field, and Patrice is yelling at you on the field, how well can you actually hear him yelling at you guys?
I hear him very well. Whether I'm next to him or across the field, his voice like projects, and like he has a very distinct voice because of his French accent, so I can easily tell when he's speaking.
Perfect.
He's very, very passionate, so he gets like very loud.
He is intimidating.
Yeah.
That's what he is. I will never do anything to piss that man off. At least I hope not.
Nah, he's a very, very good man, very good coach. We get along very well.
Great. Well, let's talk about your career in soccer. I know that you were a Sporting KC, some teams before that, and then you were in Montreal, and you came to Phoenix Rising. Take us through how that's gone.
So, I first started playing soccer in France, and then moved to the U.S. when I was 7. Played in San Francisco for 3 years, like not competitive, just like recreational. Then I was 10. I moved to Denver, and then I joined Real Colorado, which was my first club, first and only club, best club in Colorado, by the way. And I played with them until I was 18. Went to school at Clemson University, best college team.
Yeah, no, I lived in Georgia, you know, so.
So you're a Bulldog fan?
Yeah, I am a Bulldog.
That's a shame. I'm sorry for you. The Tigers are always the best team.
Oh,
always.
man. Okay,
Always.
we're just not going there.
So I played at Clemson and then played there for 3.5 years. And then I got drafted first round, 20th pick to Sporting KC. And then I played there for two and a half years. And then I got traded during the summer to Montreal. And then in Montreal, I played from June until the season ended in December. And then I was gonna go back there to pick up my option, but I broke my foot January 1st last year. And so they didn't pick up my option, so I was sitting at home for about 6 months, and it was long, boring 6 months. And then my agent got me over to Phoenix last June, and now I'm here.
Yeah, you know, I have this vision of you sitting up there with a broken foot, eating Cheetos and playing Xbox, you know, some FIFA Xbox, you know.
Literally, I played so much Xbox that I got so bored that I got a PS4 and just started playing PS4 games that were on Xbox.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
wow.
how bored I was.
That is bored.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things I want to do is break out an Xbox with some of the players and play some FIFA. We've had a little bit of smack talk around
It's
FIFA.
intense, but I will take anybody by far. Easy.
Okay, you heard it right
Easy,
here.
easy.
Yeah, he's
I just don't play
talking it.
Fortnite. I just don't play Fortnite. A lot of people on our team do, but that's not my game.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. All right, so tell us about what happened to get you on a Phoenix. You were telling me a little bit before about how that you got engaged with them and moved to the team.
So I was sitting at home for 6 months. My agent was working. We're working really hard to find me a team. I was trying to get back to MLS first, and then there was no team that needed me or they wanted to see me, but I couldn't play because obviously my foot was broken. So he was working really hard. While he was doing that, I was doing recovery with Sterling Team Speed, which is my trainer I always go to. I've been going with him for 11 years now. Every offseason gets me in tip-top shape. Every injury I've had, rehab. So he's the man. And I was doing that with him for 6 months, then did rehab. And finally, when I was close to getting back to being able to play, my agent said, I talked to Didi, because he's really good friends with Didi, talked to Didi, said to bring you down there for a week for a trial and see what the coaches and the managers say. And so I did that, instantly loved Arizona, instantly loved the team, and luckily I played well enough for them to sign me.
Yeah, that's great. You know, another good reason why we have Drogba as a part of the team, because he is bringing together players. And one of the things we've been talking about is that not only do we have quality players like you, I mean, I don't think there's a huge difference between USL quality and MLS at this point, but there are players who clearly make a higher cut. And we have so many, yourself included, on our team. And then we have this bench that is so deep. I mean, I don't see how we don't just march through the USL this year and take everything.
No, we have a lot of big expectations for our team. A lot of big expectations, which is out of the 4 titles that we can win, I think we expect us to win at least 3 of them.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
Yeah.
And we are going to be right there behind you, rooting you guys along. Now, have you always been a back?
No, I only moved to left back sophomore year of college. I used to be a forward and a left mid. And then sophomore year of college, my coach was like, you kind of remind me of Marcelo a little bit, so I'm going to try you at outside back, and we're going to attack from there. Because he really wanted to use the outside backs, and then from then on, I've just been playing left back. Last year, I played a little bit of left mid towards the end of the season with here in Phoenix, and I enjoyed it. It was really fun.
And I got very confused. I was like, what's Dia doing up there? Now, that being said, you are playing a lot more forward from your left back position than I think you did last year, especially against Energy this past weekend. You were bringing the ball way up, and then you had others covering up behind you. In fact, I think JJ came back a couple times and helped out with you.
Absolutely.
And it was nice because not all backs have that ability with the ball to take it up as far as you did and actually get it off with success to somebody else on the team.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. So when you are playing in the back position, something I would never do because I'm chicken, what's it like when you've got somebody just coming down full pace, right, and you know you got to go in there and you got to make a play on the guy? What's going through your head, and how do you handle that?
Like, you mean when we go in defending, you mean? Basically, I try to force them to one side, the side I want them on, which is usually the outside, and I move my feet, and I just try to move my feet and look at the ball, and then it's either I'm going to make a move or they're going to make a move at some point, but somebody's going to have to make a decision, and whatever it is, I expect to be first to it. I expect to win every duel, no matter who I'm playing against. Even if it's Didi Drogba, every time I'm 1v1 against him, I expect to win the duel.
All right, just throwing down right here. You know, it's funny though, because I don't remember the name of the Energy guy. He was short. He was kind of like a Solomon guy, maybe a little bit bigger. He was quick. He was very quick. And you guys were ended up in the corner multiple times, and you won most of those battles.
Well, I had to. The coaches told me I had won. My biggest job that game was to shut him down completely. And so that's what I was focused on the whole game. And since he was so quick, I tried not to let him get the ball. That's why I was really tight to him the whole time, the whole game. You
did, and there were times you were in the corner. There was one particular time where you were in the corner and he was trying to force you out, and all of a sudden, I don't know how you did this, but you swung around and kicked the ball, swung your leg around and kicked the ball, and it went, I don't know, it was 20, 25 meters from where you were, and I was like, how in the world did you do that? Because you were fully pressed in the corner, and you swung it out and you cleared it. It was beautiful.
Thank you.
It was, it builds so much confidence in the fan base when we see quality play like that. And yeah, you were bringing it. I mean, that guy had jets.
He was quick.
So, what do you enjoy the most when you're in a game? When you're in the game and you're playing, what do you enjoy the most, and what do you hate the most?
Well, when we're at home, I love playing in front of the fans. It's amazing. Fans, last game, first home game was incredible. Even last year, all the home games were amazing. And so when we hear the fans cheer, you do some crazy or good tackle, a nice move, and you hear the chest go, oh, something like that, it's amazing. It pumps me up. It gets my adrenaline going even more. So I love playing in front of the fans. I love making the fans happy. And one of the things I love the most is when we score a goal in front of Los Banditos and the Red Fury behind there, and you just see all the fans get up and just start going crazy. It's an amazing sight.
Oh, they are full of energy, man.
It's an amazing sight, especially where you see it from my angle all the way in the back. It's crazy. It's amazing.
That's great. You know, it's funny because as fans, we don't know if you guys can hear us or not, but we scream anyways, right? I know with Red Fury and Banditos, they've got the numbers, but when we're in section 112, right there behind the bench in that area, it's just a bunch of individuals usually. Yeah. So it's good to hear that you can hear us encouraging you guys.
I hear a lot of people talk smack to the other team too, and sometimes I laugh because it's funny because I hear it and I start laughing.
we talked smack to the fourth referee, man.
Oh yeah, I hear it. It's funny. People come up with some good lines.
Oh, they do. Yeah. They do. So that's the end of the first half of the interview with Amadou Dia. We wish him and the other boys a great game against Reno 1868 later this afternoon. There are 2 watching parties going on, one at RTO Sullivan's in Mesa, the second at Dave & Buster's in Tempe. This time around, I'm going to be at Dave & Buster's, but I will be moving around to other venues as we have different watching parties. So come out, support the team. I think they can bring back 3 points, and I'm really looking forward to the game. Hope to see you there. Remember, this is the PRFC Fan Show, made by fans for fans, and we really need you to subscribe. So please like our videos, subscribe, and if you have any suggestions on what we should be doing better, please let us know. In the meantime, enjoy the game, and we'll see you next time.